We will reinforce old alliances and form new ones and unite the civilized world against radical Islamic terrorism, which we will eradicate completely from the face of the earth. I repeat again that we must drive out the terrorists and the extremists from our midst, obliterate this evil ideology, and protect and defend our citizens and people of the world. All civilized nations must be united in this effort. This trip is focused on that goal, bringing nations together around the goal of defeating the terrorism that threatens the world and crushing the hateful ideology that drives it so hard and seems to be driving it so fast. We will reinforce old alliances and form new ones and unite the civilized world against radical Islamic terrorism, which we will eradicate completely from the face of the earth. And most importantly, we will be protected by God. We will seek friendship and goodwill with the nations of the world, but we do so with the understanding that it is the right of all nations to put their own interests first. We do not seek to impose our way of life on anyone, but rather to let it shine as an example. We will shine for everyone to follow. We will reinforce old alliances and form new ones and unite the civilized world against radical Islamic terrorism, which we will eradicate completely from the face of the earth. At the bedrock of our politics will be a total allegiance to the United States of America. And through our loyalty to our country, we will rediscover our loyalty to each other. When you open your heart to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice. The Bible tells us how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. We must speak our minds openly, debate our disagreements honestly, but always pursue solidarity. When America is united, America is totally unstoppable. There should be no fear. We are protected, and we will always be protected. We will be protected by the great men and women of our military and law enforcement. And most importantly, we will be protected by God.
I know not. I don't know. You know, the people you are fighting, you cannot get them. Why are you laying hand on the innocent souls? There is a need for Donald Trump to deploy those. If you can deploy up to 1,000, even more than that, he should deploy. Let these Fulani be seriously touched on in this country because they are living as if they are breaking the law. And nothing is happening to them. They are feeling as if they are untouchable. Glory of God Almighty, as it's going now, my beloved brother, the Caliphate of the Northern and Southern and Sokoto group of company has to be in tears. Gumi has to be in pain. They has to cry because, you know, when you make mention of Donald Trump, you are mentioning a man that is not ready. You know, a man that don't want to take here terrorists. He doesn't want to take here anything against Christianity, against humanity, against people's fundamental rights. Donald Trump is not ready for that. So for Tinubu now, having a business with Donald Trump in terms of arms, acquiring arms to fight insurgency in Nigeria, you can see what Nigerian army is doing in Biafra land, in Okigwe to be precise. Currently now, Okigwe has become a territory of no-go area, a zone of bloodshed. You understand? By Nigerian military. What is going on there? Innocent souls are the one that they are removing their head. Don't you see it on social media, see it on video, on television, everywhere. The whole thing is flying. They're just killing innocent souls. They're in the name of hunting for gentle and whatsoever they may call their names, which I know not. I don't know. You know, the people you are fighting, you cannot get them. Why are you laying hand on the innocent souls? There is a need for Donald Trump to deploy those. If you can deploy up to 1,000, even more than that, you should deploy. Let these Fulanis be seriously touched on in this country, because they are living as if they are breaking the law. And nothing is happening to them. They are feeling as if they are untouchable. They are feeling as if they own the country. They are feeling as if they can do anything in this country and stay scot-free.
But the Britain handed over to them.
The British, whatsoever British, we have no business. I have no business. Neither do Biafra have any business. Neither Okigwe has any business with the British. They brutalize and useless country. Very impoverished and wretched country as British as they are. There was a time they contributed money for British to live, to continue in existence. Have you forgotten? It's not even up to 40 years that it happened. Which many Nigerians and my brother, including the Biafrans that they are killing today, contributed for British to continue living. And today, look at what is happening. So Donald Trump will need to do something. And I thank God for that move. And secondly, I will say all this. When you hear Donald Trump, you hear a man, you are talking about a man who hates anything from Islam to touch Christian. Remember when he was in power in 2019, when the late Muhammadu Buhari was in power as well. He won Buhari regard to the killing of the Christians, especially in the southeast, in Nigeria. Remember, so now the killing continues. So Donald Trump, when you mention, take a look at what happened in Iran. Regard to the fight, the conflict between Israel and Iran. Look at the B2. The movement of the B2, you can see how havoc that thing caused in the land of Iran, which the Muslims, most of the Muslims are not happy about it. The Caliphate of the Northern are not happy. Sultan of Sokoto is not happy. Shegumi is not happy. But Shegumi own is not even the major thing, because he traveled to Saudi Arabia and he was deported. He was rejected. That is to tell you the kind of booming that Nigeria is accommodating, that Nigeria is welcoming, that Nigeria is singing praises to. You understand? If the Saudi can reject him, if Saudi can deport him, but Nigeria is clapping for him, that is to tell you how dangerous and how evil, how bad, how what. It's a capital. When you talk of meta capital terrorism, that is a evil. Are you hearing me? You see why they rejected him, and now hearing Donald Trump, they will remember the two. If not hearing Donald Trump, they will remember Palestine. What happened in Palestine land, which Israel has taken over now, saying no going area. And who are the people that empower them? No other country than America. And the kind of man that is American president today is Mr. No Nonsense. He's a man that is ready to drop the last blood to make sure that the Christians all over the world are saved. So, making such person,
So Trump is ready to truncate. Trump is ready to truncate.
If there is another language, another English word to be used, you understand, apart from truncation or truncate, I think that is the next language that's supposed to be used to address issues, to crush them, because they needed to be crushed completely, even from the one that is yet to born, spiritually need to be crushed. Because they are, do you know that they tag them as the worst terrorist group ever on earth? Fulani herdsmen. They are the most dangerous people on the planet Earth. You understand? But these are the people that Nigeria are accommodating.
But we've seen the likes of, a lot of Biafrans, social media crying. They said what, just like you said, Okigwe and some other parts in Southeast, that people are running from their home, that, they can no longer go to their farm.
Because of the Fulanis, go and price the cost of tomato, the cost of groundnut, the cost of yam, the cost of potato, the cost of cocoyam, the cost of food in the market. Go and check it today. You cannot find them. Very, very scarce and costly. Because the people, the farmers that are supposed to be producing these things are no longer going to the farm, and many, plenty of them are no longer alive. Then who are the people that will go to farm and farm for all these crops to come, to produce all these crops? Because they have been killed and the surviving ones are no longer in their home, in their farm. Because of what? Because of the same set of people, the Fulani terrorists. The herdsmen. That is one here in Nigeria. And they say they have a government. Then they say they have president. And they say they have government. They have governance. And they have people in government. And they say they have CBS Musa, which happened to be the chief of armed staff in Nigeria. And it's not doing anything. We have people like that. And we are not seeing their effect in the society in terms of security. Mention one state in Nigeria today that is safe. Mention one bush now that is safe. Is it in Yoruba? The West here in trouble. They have taken over Kwara. The other day they killed about how many people in Kwara State? In Ondo every day. I don't want to talk about Benue because that one has become a custom.
A church was burnt there. Also, Reverend Father crying.
Are you getting it?
A church was burnt there recently.
Are you hearing me? In Benue, they burnt church. And not only in Benue, go to Plateau State now. Even the house, the village of Yakubu Gowon is under siege. So what are we saying? Look at Kobe. Look at Kebbi State. Sokoto today, you see Toje Bello giving everybody, every month they are paying him salary for no just cause. And we have governments, and they have governor. Sidious Musa is there, negotiating with a bandit, with a criminal, with a terrorist. And you expect Donald Trump not to react, at least to secure the Christian ones in Nigeria. Because this current government is the worst government I ever see. A government that is encouraging this kind of thing that don't do anything. It is supposed to protect life and property of the people. I don't know what is going on in this country. You see why the Biafrans have to go. You see why Biafrans don't need to continue in this country. You see why the Biafrans have to go, that we have to leave. Because even the British have no solution.
No solution.
The British doesn't have any solution to this. And the British cannot even help. After all, how many of them are working? Maybe when they chop the food, they will think of securing another country. Despite the fact that they are the one that caused Nigerians all this pains and sorrow. This bitterness that is going on in this country, it was caused by the British. But now British cannot be. You know, British don't even have anything to secure themselves. Not to talk more of securing the people that they colonize. You see it, you see why they could not come to Nigeria help. Nigeria now is looking for help. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is begging and pleading for Donald Trump regard to this. And now, Sultan of Sokoto, he never cried. I said one thing, and I'm still repeating it again. Time is coming, Sultan of Sokoto will use plate to come beg me for food. Should be saying get 23 oil well in Niger Delta, the one where in 444 carry for drink, go plant there. Very soon, he go carry plate. Should be that already they beg for street. Then go carry plates as usual, come beg for food.
But why do you think that like Sokoto, you know, have never come out to accuse or to castigate these terrorists? But we've heard Gumi come out and say what, that the Tinubu and his government should give him the opportunity to go to the forest and negotiate with these bandits.
Why must Gumi say he wants to negotiate?
He said he let him be the negotiator between
excuse me, you don't negotiate with terrorists. No, you don't have to negotiate with terrorists. What you have to do is to wipe terrorists, to deal with terrorists, to handle them, to give them the language that they need to. I say let them give me an opportunity. If they give me an opportunity and terrorists last within 6 months in this country, that means I am not worthy of being number one. I will wipe. Baba, Uri Bezo. Uri Bezo. Aburonu. You see why they are afraid of big man? Yes. Because if somebody like me take over power, nothing like you don't hear anything called herdsmen. If you want to herds, go to your fatherland. Anything you want to harvest or whatsoever, go to your papa land. Go and harvest that. People that cannot contribute to development, people that cannot contribute to the societal improvement, the interest and the progress and success of a state, of a nation, of environment. These are the people polluting the society, and they are allowed to be working free. Call themselves mighty Allah. No. Let us be frank. Some people will come up there and say, Omoibo is paying rent. Omoibo is paying for NEPA. Omoibo is bringing development, paying tax. Omoibo is building houses in another person's place. Make it lively so that it can be a good place for him to live. I want you to check from there. Reach that end. Now, Omoibo, which one be Fulani shop? Check it from here. Reach there. Which one be Fulani shop? They're contributing to the development of the community. And these are the people causing insecurity, causing web to the people that are bringing food to their table. No, excuse me. Somebody should say something. Somebody should talk to me. Yes, I want to know. And they allow working freely, taking the life that they cannot give. Destroying people's farmland. Taking people's wife, raping people's children, destroying people's farmland, crops, and everything. Kidnapping and killing and collecting ransom and still working freely. And you don't think that these people is good to live together in a society. God forbid. So they deserve to be wiped utterly. Just the same way the Bible said in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 15. The Lord said unto Samuel, go and speak to King Saul. That he should go to Agag. He said, utterly what? Including their animal doesn't supposed to exist. They're supposed to be utterly wiped for them. Not the pregnant ones, because they will produce another Boko Haram. So you wipe, sweep Operation Bale, sweep. Zachapuha. Nigeria will wait. But since Nigeria is not ready for that, that is why Biafra is ready to go. So that in our own domain, in our state, in our own territory, in our country, we will put it in order. Go to Morocco. Morocco is an African nation. Go to Burkina Faso. You will see what is happening today. Currently, those are the people that want to do well. So Biafra want to do better. You understand me? So that is why I give it a kudos 95 to 100% of the natural in that move of bringing arms and men to wipe all the terrorist people in Nigeria that are causing, especially the one that is terrorizing the Ebola, all those in the name of military. Those Fulanis wearing Nigerian uniform. They are the integrated ones in Biafra land. The need to be totally wiped out because they are not good in existence. And from here, I rest my case and say, God bless you.
Breaking news. This will shock you right now. Take a look at this. Nigerian Air Force mistakenly bombed local vigilantes in Zamfara state here in Nigeria. Mistakenly. More than 20 of them, local vigilante. This was what happened. According to the survived vigilantes in Zamfara, they said Fulani bandit attacked their village, unalived many people. Vigilantes started chasing after the bandit, the terrorists, Fulani terrorists. They wanted to eliminate the Fulani terrorists. What they heard and what they saw immediately was Nigerian Air Force on the air started bombing the local vigilante that wanted to eliminate the Fulani bandit. They left the Fulani bandit up front, started bombing local vigilante that wanted to eliminate the Fulani bandits, unaliving innocent Nigerians. Nigerian Air Force left Fulani bandits they supposed to bomb. They started bombing vigilantes. Happened in Zamfara state here in Nigeria. Now, according to Nigeria Air Force, they said they mistakenly bombed only 2 vigilantes. But statement from the survived ones, vigilantes, they said people that Nigerian Air Force unalived more than 2, up to 20, and those people they unalived are real fighters. My people, how many times have you heard, let's say in Ghana here, that Ghana Air Force mistakenly unalived local vigilante? Let's not talk of United States or UK or France or Russia, others. Here in Africa, Burkina Faso, how many times have you heard of this kind of story? That Air Force said that they mistakenly bombed vigilantes. Nigerian government, useless government that failed to protect Nigerians, that Fulani bandits have been unaliving. Now people gathered to protect themselves from local vigilantes trying to fight against the terrorists. Nigerian Air Force appeared immediately, start bombing the vigilantes. Does this story make sense to you as a person that have brain? Does this story make sense to you? Nigerian useless military will recruit this bandit into the army, into the Air Force. Now, this is the result. They will recruit them in the name of repented Boko Haram in the army, in the Air Force. First in history only happened in Nigeria that the government will capture terrorists. They will rebrand them, recruit them into the system security. Hi. Which way, Nigerians? Which way again? Now people want to protect themselves against the terrorists. I'm not the one that is saying this thing, though. You can see the news. Go and do your research. What happened recently in Zamfara? Nigerian Air Force bombed local security vigilantes in Zamfara that wanted to unalive bandits that came to attack them. How many times have you heard that Nigerian Air Force bombed Boko Haram bandits?